comes the 9th hitter to bat this inning. 8 runs, 11 hits now for Burns.
All scored in the last 2 innings.
How about that? Something woke up the bats of the Bulldogs. Gary Hallman in the audience down there now, too, taking in the Cherryville Burns game. Familiar face. Runner at second gets his lead. The pitch to the plate, a breaking pitch in there for a strike. Quickly 0-2 to Dustin Green. Green still looking for his first hit of the day.
Big, slow 1 to 7 o'clock curveball from the lefty, Cameron High.
He and the number 9 spot.
Cameron High, Cameron Fitch.
Yeah.
Cameron High pitches for West Lincoln.
This one down and away, 1-2.
Sorry, Cameron, I used to be your neighbor.
I was going to say Dustin Green and Paul McNeely / Jay Siegel, the 9th spot in this order, are the only ones on the Burns team without a hit today.
Okay.
So Green would like to get out of that list.
Well, they've busted it open these last 2 innings. Nothing on the board until the end.
Pitch swung on, fouled off. Count stays 1-2.
Funky swing there. Got crossed up big time on the curveball.
The rain has been, the weather, I shouldn't say the rain hadn't rained, but the weather's been kind to us today. It's held off for the most part here. No rain, but it does look like it could start.
It's looked like rain.
Threatening skies above.
Ironman tomorrow will
be a Highland. This one lifted out into center field. It's going to drop in for a hit, so Dustin Green does get his first hit. In to score comes Cody Fitch for Burns with the 9th Burns run of the game, the 6th Burns run of this inning. RBI single.
Ironman falling apart here in the last 2 innings.
5th hit of the inning here for the Burns Bulldogs, and they continue.
6th run of the inning. It was tied 3-3 before this inning started.
Now Brandon Alexander, the catcher who started the inning, with a double.
Ironman will be at Highland Tech tomorrow. They'll host Lincoln on Friday. And then our next broadcast will be next Tuesday, hosting Bessemer City High School. The Yellow Jackets will come visit the Ironmen.
Right here.
And then after that, Ironman will head to East Rutherford to face the Scout in the stands. You think Coach Reynolds scouts 5 games ahead?
Nothing in 1 the count. Here's the pitch to Alexander, and he swings and misses at a breaking pitch. Nothing in 2. There's rain to the west of us now.
Just outside of Shelby.
This way, yeah.
Looks like it's raining in Forest City.
So they give it an hour or less. We'll be getting some showers.
Cherryville's going to have to rally for us to see rain here. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Big out. Finally, the Cherryville gets the 3rd out that they've been looking for as Alexander goes down on strike. 6 runs, 5 hits, a couple errors, and they strand a runner. Burns takes a big lead here as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Your score on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard now. Burns 9, Cherryville 3. Thank you for tuning in today. You're watching and listening live to Ironman Baseball, presented by R&M Motors and Pawn Shop of Cherryville, live on WhatsAppShopper.com and WCSL 1590 AM.
Serving Cleveland and surrounding counties since 1900, Stamey Funeral Home is owned and operated by the Tysinger family, loving and caring licensed professionals. Our family is here for your family during one of the most difficult periods in life, planning, pre-planning, or pre-need counseling. We're here to listen, care, and help. That's what families are all about. Stamey Funeral Home, located in Boston, our family serving your family.
Now, McGinnis Furniture has 2 locations to better serve you. At 303 East Main Street in downtown Cherryville, and Extreme Value Furniture Center, Highway 150 east of Cherryville between Walmart and Ferguson's Ace Hardware. Save on Lane and Broyhill. An Ashley bedroom group starts at only $199. Recliners and dinettes start at $199. And a selection of over 50 sofas are priced between $299 and $399. McGinnis Furniture and Extreme Value Furniture Center. Family owned and operated for over 39 years.
Hauser Drug Store on the...
Back at Fraley Field in Cherryville, Cherryville Ironmen got their work cut out for them now as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Ironman trail Burns 9-3 on the
big inning, big inning, big inning.
Got to have it.
I want to thank our sponsor, Hauser Drug, Mr. Sparky, for sponsoring the scoreboard. Coming up after the game, the Best Hitter Award, sponsored by Medical Center Pharmacy. Post-game, and that's during the Cellular Service Center post-game show. We'll have that for you immediately after the game. Best Fielder Award will be sponsored by Peak Resources. And the Player of the Game sponsored by Ferguson, Ace Hardware. So we'll have all that coming up after the game on the Cellular Service Center post-game show.
The first pitch is taken for a strike. Hunter Jackson, 7, 8, and 9 for Cherryville here in the bottom of the 7th. Jackson followed by Moss-Teller and McSwain due up for the Ironmen. 0-1. 0-1 pitch is inside. Evens account 1-1.
Frankie Harrell pitching today.
Yeah, trying to get the complete game. That's what I was looking at.
Done well. He's looking for a complete game. He had 8 Ks through 5 innings.
Yeah, he is now only allowed 3 hits on the day and 9 Ks total on the day. Looking for double-digit Ks as this one's fouled out of play by Jackson.
You get double-digit Ks in in high school baseball, you're going to have a couple people looking at you. You can do something.
Here's the 1-2, curveball in the dirt. 2-2.
But I used to have to stand out at shortstop and watch Chris Mason strike out 15 to 18 every game. But the good news is I got 3 or 4 balls no matter what, just because the batter's bouncing into the ground. But he would strike out 12, 13, 14.
2-2 on the way, outside corner. Good-looking pitch that time from Harrell, called strike 3. And Jackson is down on strikes here. First out in the 7th for the Ironmen is going to bring up the first baseman, Austin Moss-Teller.
Can't be looking at strike 3, down 6 runs in the 7th inning, got to come up there swinging. The umpire's not going to give you anything. He may be a foot off the plate.
This one ripped out into right field past a diving second baseman, so a solid base hit for Moss-Teller. And the Ironmen have a runner aboard with 1 out, and to bring up the right fielder now, John McSwain.
Austin's brother in the stands talking to Coach Reynolds. He is a frequent viewer of our broadcast when he's at school. He's on vacation right now, spring break.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
Spring break for Rutherford County this week?
No, Blake Moss-Teller.
Oh,
he's in college.
He's on. Last thing I heard was Coach Reynolds.
No.
Yeah, I'm sure Blake Moss-Teller's a frequent viewer.
Yeah, Coach Reynolds is.
But
he's leaving straight from here to go to Panama City. I don't know.
It should be about.
It's near Easter time, isn't it?
Well, it could be, but that's in April. About 4 weeks away, maybe then. This one fouled back to the screen, 1-1.
Actually, Josh knows the answer to that question. Josh, when is spring break for the high schools?
Is that for just about all of them, or is that Gaston? Gaston. Okay.
I remember we were doing calendars on the internet the other day, and that came up. I knew Josh.
There'll be some tournaments around then. Yep. Some high school
we're
tournaments.
looking into liking it. We'd like to do the Gaston County tournament. Got to talk to Gabe.
Right.
See what Gabe wants to do. See if he wants us to bring you guys coverage of that.
2 balls and a strike here to McSwain. The runner at first. Moss-Teller gets his lead. It's a grounder to third.
This may do it.
Go to second for 1. The relay to first is wild. It wouldn't have got him anyway. And a good job of hustling over there by the first baseman to run it down. So a fielder's choice. McSwain will reach first base. Moss-Teller is retired down at second on the 5-4 put out. 2 down now, and it's down up to Jonathan Carpenter as Cherryville almost said post 100. Cherryville Ironmen down to their last out here.
I was laughing at Josh. I said, that's an out when you're down by 6. I guess that was ball outside. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Ironman down to the last out. Down 6. They led this game. They've led most of this game, 1-0. Get down to the 5th inning, and everything just blows open.
This will be a heartbreaking one for them, too, Kevin, just because of the way.
They're 1 out away from ending that. inning, the 3-inning,
Yep.
the 3-run
2
inning.
outs,
I'm sure.
nobody on.
Yep, and I'm sure
Two outs,
Harris would have
nobody
came
on.
back for the 7th. Came back strong.
1-1 check swing fouled into the net, and now Cherryville down to their last strike here today.
That ball went through the net, right next to a kid.
Burns.
Somebody's mom was going to move him.
Yeah, I would. 9, 12, and 1 for Burns. 3, 4, and 3 for Cherryville. And 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch to Carpenter is lifted just over the head of the third
Base
baseman.
hit.
Going to fall in for a hit. So
That's a start.
Carpenter keeps them alive. Carpenter on the 5th Cherryville hit of the game. Down at first base, down to second goes McSwain. 2 runners aboard now for Austin Wilkerson, the left fielder. And we're going to get a pinch hitter here.
Don't have the WHS
Cameron Fitch.
broadcast schedule with me to let you guys and Shelby know exactly what's going on with your Gold Lions and your Chargers and your Mountaineers WHS game of the week. I think there's one more this week. Ground ball to shortstop.
On a couple hops, Fields throws to second.
And that's the
And
ball
that will
game,
do it.
folks.
That will do it. The 6-4 put out down at second base, and Fitch is retired, and that does it today. Your final score here today from Fraley Field in Cherryville: the Burns Bulldogs come from behind fashion, defeat Cherryville. The Ironmen fall 9-3 on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard. We're back with your totals right after this timeout.